Hi there, and welcome to Magician's Advice Recommends.
Imagine taking out an ordinary lighter and having the power to bend fire at your will. Flame is one of the most visual and amazing fire effects in all of close-up magic.
In this video, we're going to be talking about flame. But before we do, a little bit of updates and keeping up to, some updates for what's going on. The last couple of videos we did were some giveaways. We gave away fragments and we gave away a deck of collectible playing cards. The people were chosen at random for the winners, and they've been contacted, and it's all been decided, and they've been posted out already. The fragment gimmick has arrived at its destination already, and the deck of playing cards is on its way across the oceans as we speak. If you're not sure who the winners are, I'm not going to announce them on these videos. I've announced them in the comments on the original videos. The reason I'm doing that is to try and stop these getting bogged up by people asking again and again and again to keep up with what's going on. So if you're interested in who's won, check out the original ones. If you were the person that won, well, you know, because I've contacted you and we've sent them out already. Hopefully they've got there by the time this video gets out. One more little update. The next giveaway will be at the 500 subscribers mark. So when we hit 500 subs, that's when the next giveaway is going to happen. And you can help us get to the 500 subs mark by sharing this video with your friends, and you're getting them to subscribe as well. So do that, share this video around, help us get to the 500 subs mark. Today's effect we're looking at is flame. The floating fire effect. What can we say about this? The effect is you have a lighter. As you ignite the lighter, the flame appears, the flame floats up, the flame floats back down. I'm going to see if I can do it here for you now. Hopefully the trader will be scrolling up in the background. Let's see if I can get it to work out the box. I say out the box. It's not out the box at all. I've tried this quite a few times and it's taken me a bit of practice to get there, but we're going to see if we can get it now. Hopefully my performance of it a moment ago didn't look too bad. Hopefully I've kept it in. Let's go for the best bits. The best bits. If you can get that flame to float up and float back, then that looks amazing. It looks amazing. There's no two ways about it. That is magical. It's different. It looks brilliant. If you can get that to float up and back down on its own, it looks brilliant. Another good thing, if someone handles this lighter, they're not really going to figure out how it's done. Another good thing, there's several different, not effects, but several different things they teach you how to do with it on the trailer. So they teach you how to float the flame up onto a set of cards to choose the chosen card. They make it so you can control the flame up and down, make it look like the flame's going up, you vanish the flame, or you breathe the flame in and blow out smoke. There's a lot of ideas for magic in there. And the trailer's shot really well, really clear, really good instructions. How about the worst bits? They don't mention on the box anywhere that you should watch all the instructions before you start messing with it. You watch the download and it says, before you do anything else, check all the instructions out. But it can't be that serious a warning if it's not mentioned on the box at the start. Do you know what I mean? So surely if it's that serious, they should put it on the box. Watch the instructions first before you start messing with it. It is a dangerous device. Another negative is you are going to need some butane to get this working because it doesn't come full. And you're going to need some butane to restock it. Butane looks like this, goes in the bottom, squidge it down, just fills it up. Takes maybe five minutes to fill the whole thing. And that'll be good for over a night's worth of performing, maybe a couple of weeks worth of performing, depending on how much you use it. So it needs a can of butane, which will cost you between £5 and £12 where I am in the world. It might be different for you. Most of these cans come with different size nozzles, and one of the nozzles is going to fit your lighter. The other thing that's not very good about it is it doesn't look like a normal lighter. Here's a normal lighter. Here's flame. It looks okay. When you turn it around and it's got this big red switch on the back, that starts to look a bit dodgy. It's even more frustrating that that red switch isn't how the method works, but it looks fishy anyway. You know, you can see the lighter pretty cleanly. That isn't how it's done, but people are still going to ask what that is. That's just to let the butane start coming out, and then it will light, or it won't. That's nothing to do with how high the flame goes, but it looks dodgy. Are people going to spot it? Not in the way I'm going to use it, but I guess some people, if you're trying to close up, they might be a bit fishy about that. My opinion is anything that looks a bit fishy can distract your spectators from what's going on, and therefore, does it really have to be there? I mean, this does, but it's a shame. Another thing I'm not so keen on is the flame isn't as bright as it could be. So this is the flame here. This is the flame of a normal lighter. There's a bit of a difference, isn't there? And at the moment, in this studio lighting we've got here, you can see both fine. But when you're out in the sunlight, this one can tend to fade quite a bit, whereas the normal lighter is nice and bright. So it's not as bright as it could be. I don't know if there's a way they could have fixed that, but I'm still keeping it doing the magic. I don't know. But it's noticeable in the bright sunlight. That one can't be seen as well as this. One more thing about it. The method for how it works, there's something you need to manipulate the flame going up and back down. I think I'm safe to say that. The thing you had to manipulate on this particular one was very stiff and it didn't really want to work. So what I had to do is I found the screw that's in that part of the lighter. I took a really small screwdriver that I have and I loosened it off about 1.5 turns. Take it very carefully. Do one turn open, and if that doesn't work, tighten it back up again, do a turn back up. Don't start taking screws all the way out because that will ruin it. It'll all fall apart. You'll have butane everywhere. So is it for you? I think this is one of those products that if you've got a use for it, and if you really are going to use it, then it's great. It does what it says it does. If you're not sure, then don't get it. Save yourself some money on this one because it only does what it does. If you're looking for just a normal lighter to light stuff with, you might as well go off and get a cheaper one or buy yourself a regular looking Zippo lighter. They are sort of the classier version. This is a bit sci-fi, it's a bit sci-fi punk. I wouldn't carry it around just as a normal lighter. I'd carry it around knowing that I wanted to do the levitation. That's why you have it. If you want to do the levitation, it's the one for you. If you don't get it. I don't think you're going to be doing the levitation outside anywhere. In the video, as the presenter talks, he's just talking at the lighter and the flame starts to flicker and sometimes it goes out. That's from just him talking. If you're in a wind, these lighters struggle in a wind. This one, the way the gas is coming out of there, is really going to struggle. You're going to light it, it's going to blow out. As the flame floats and levitates, it looks amazing, but you're not going to get to see that if it's really bright outside. You're just not going to see it. It's not going to be there. So bear in mind, the lighting's got to be in a slightly dimmer room to be able to see it properly. So that's flame. If you've got a use for it, and if you can see this being part of your show, I recommend it. I'd say go and get it. If you're not sure, if you're sitting on the fence, then stay away from it, because this isn't going to fly by as a normal lighter, and I would not want that in a normal situation. If I'm doing close-up magic, for someone to say, oh, there's something wrong with your lighter, there's something different, because that then takes all the focus off every bit of magic you're doing. The only reason you want this lighter is if you're doing the floating effect. Otherwise, stay away from it. That's all from me for today. Thank you for tuning in to Magician's Advice Recommends. Please, before you go, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, share this with your friends. Get to 500 subs, we're going to do another big giveaway, and this one is a card bundle with lots of different decks. So do keep on board, keep following us, and see what we've got coming up. There's also a video coming out very shortly, which is a collaboration of ourselves along with other magicians from the internet. So check that out as well. That'll be on this channel very soon. That's all for today. Thanks very much for your time. See you again soon. Bye-bye.